Lights, camera, action.
It's been 4 days since my son has been missing, and I just want whoever to have him, please take him somewhere safe. I know he's scared, and I know he's quiet, and he has stomach pains, and he's not eating. He's a picky eater. So if you want to just drop him off somewhere, please drop him off to the police station. You can drop him off here. Call my phone. I know he's crying. I know you can't get him to stop crying. He's being picky. He's not eating. And if he's scared, I won't be mad. Please just drop him off to me. I just want him home. That's it. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry.
Hey, what's going on, my good people? We back. And in this video right here, I want to discuss Dajnae Cox, the mother of 3-year-old Braylen Noble, and the suspicions that surrounds her. Because at the very beginning of this, she seemed suspect to a lot of people. A lot. And when I did that video titled From the Window to the Pool, I felt stupid repeating the story that she gave us. But y'all have to understand that if I sounded stupid, then she sounded stupid. Because all we did was break down what she said. That's it, and that's all. So like I said, in this video right here, we're going to discuss Dajnae. So, come on, ride with me. On Friday, September the 4th, the day that Braylen Noble went missing, several neighbors came forward to discuss what they heard that morning. And we had this post right here where they was talking about the nosy lady in the neighborhood that came out trying to figure out what the hell was going on. Now, we all got nosy neighbors. They probably watching this video right now. But understand this, sometimes it's good to be nosy for situations like this. And that lady only came out because that baby could be heard crying the whole entire morning. And Dajnae confronted this lady asking her why she was being so nosy and addressed the fact that her baby cries. Okay? Then we had this post right here that said that the man and the lady that lives downstairs from Dajnae said the baby had been crying the whole morning, and then suddenly it got quiet. And I wanted to know what happened. What happened to make him all of a sudden become quiet? Okay. Then we had this neighbor who said that about 8:30 that morning she heard the baby crying when she was running late for work. She heard the baby crying. And then between 10 and 10:30, the kids from that same apartment said that they could hear him screaming and it sounded like he was getting a whooping. Okay? Not to mention at some point these kids said that they heard a loud boom. And they told the detective that they heard Braylen, but they never seen him. Then we had this neighbor who came out and did an interview. Listen to this.
Now, one neighbor who didn't want to be identified says she heard Braylen cry a lot in his apartment because she understands he's autistic. She heard Braylen crying the day he went missing before noon, and the neighbors who live even closer to Braylen's mom heard the crying suddenly stop.
I heard crying Friday. I know that there's a lot of things being said by people who are in fact angry, and I think that they just need to calm down and realize that this is a child missing. It's not something that you should be trying to gather any kind of clout off of, and I think that a lot of it, that's what it is.
The most important thing that this neighbor said, like the rest of them, was that she heard Braylen Friday morning. Okay? And there was some speculation. People were emailing me about the grandma and grandpa being seen the night before he came up missing, leaving the house with black garbage bags or whatever. So the speculation was that Braylen, something happened to him Thursday night. That's how I took it. But how is that possible when we got all these people talking about they heard him Friday morning? I mean, I'm just saying. And then don't forget that Lieutenant Gherkin told us that the story that they were told was that Dajnae was the last one seen with her son. Okay? Now, in the last video, we covered a timeline. We had these kids talking about they heard him between 10 and 10:30. We got grandma calling the police at about 12:13, 12:15. And then telling us that they had already searched for him for 30 minutes, which took it back to what I say, about 11:45-ish. Again, we're talking about an hour and a half. So to hear one neighbor say that all of a sudden it got quiet. I mean, shit, Dajnae should have been looking for her son then, if she's in the same house. I mean, to me, that just would have triggered something in me. Like, okay, I got this baby screaming and hollering, then all of a sudden it's dead quiet. I'm gonna go check on him. Did she not do that? So it got quiet, and then at 11:45, now y'all looking for him. I mean, the story just not. It just didn't add up to me. So let's look at some of the things that Dajnae posted on Facebook. When questioned about her baby Braylen being heard crying Friday morning, Dajnae clapped back and was like, once again, normal. He's had a bad stomach since last year. Yeah, they're going to hear him frequently. So, even she's admitting that he cries a lot, and that's what they heard. And then y'all heard the one neighbor, that's not uncommon. She's used to it now. But like for instance, that lady that came and sat out on the porch, that shit was a little unusual to her because he had been crying all morning. Okay, so let's look at a couple other Facebook posts because some of this started to bother me. Like this post right here, she says, "Me and my people was already out looking when everybody pulled up. I'm not about to go outside and stand around, but y'all need to look at different apartment complexes down airport. We need to space out. That's direction we're heading. Thank you." Okay, so in that post, she's telling people, look, we need to space out. Go look somewhere else. Go look at the other apartment complexes. Then in this post, she says, exactly, I'm everywhere right now. I'm not just looking in my complex. That's what everybody needs to do, space out. People just standing around. And again, she's telling people, we need to go look somewhere else. We need to go look at other complexes. And then in this one, she said, yeah, if you want to help, you can come search as well in the complexes down airport. Between all of this, my child is still missing. And again, she's wanting people to check the complexes down airport. And then in this Facebook post, she says exactly why he's been spotted at the park, babe. He's he goes to the pool and park every day. We need all the help we can get though. So if you want to come and help search, check the other apartment complexes going toward airport, please. What sounded consistent to me. Now, I'm one who believes that Braylen never left the area, only to be brought back to the pool. In my opinion, he never left the area. And what's consistent in all these Facebook posts is the fact that she's wanting people to check other complexes. So it almost felt like she's trying to send them away from Hunter's Ridge. Go check somewhere else. Go look somewhere else. And that I really don't want to say it bothered me because people should have been looking everywhere. But it just seemed like she was adamant about people going to other complexes, not search the woods, not nothing. Just go search the other complexes. Another thing that bothered me about this post was the fact that Dajnae put out information that her son Braylen had been spotted at the park. And I was like, by who? I mean, was he spotted what, between that 10:30 and 11:45? He was spotted at the park? I'm saying, by who? You telling us he fell out the fucking window and then he went and played at the park? I mean, yeah, none of that shit sound right to me. And she also mentions it in this post right here, where she says, I've been at the police station all day, wasn't able to have my phone, but it's sad that y'all really sitting here speculating that I would do something to my son, especially the people I know. Y'all see me on here talking about him every day. Man, the search is still on because somebody's seen him. The police ain't gonna tell y'all that though. So the search is still on. We not giving up. I can't live without him, man. I feel like I failed. Kiss y'all kids tonight and keep them close, please. And again, she's saying that her son was spotted at this park. So my thing is, she's saying that the police wouldn't tell us. Why not? Why wouldn't they tell us that? That's important information. Because starting at 12:30, it's a full-blown search going on for him. So then you have to ask yourself, why wouldn't the police tell us that he was spotted at the park? Why wouldn't they tell us? Unless they thought it was a lie. Look at this Facebook post that she put out. Dajnae says, thank you. They gave us multiple polygraph tests. They took the extra phones and everything. We would be suspects if that was the case. So she's saying that the police gave her multiple polygraph tests. And I'm assuming, because she said us, I'm assuming she's talking about her and Grandma Bobby. And I had a problem with that. Because what would be the need for multiple polygraph tests? The truth don't need no help. So what it sounded like to me was that at some point, the police did not believe her, which warranted multiple polygraph tests. I'm just saying, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Why would they do that? She sounds suspect as hell to me. Now, it was rumored in the beginning that when the police asked her, Dajnae Cox, for some of Braylen's clothes, so they could, give it to the dogs, so the dogs could track the scent. That's what they do. This is normal. The rumor was Dajnae asked them if they had a search warrant. Now, I don't know how true that is, so don't quote me on that shit, but that's what the rumor was. But then we found this picture of her holding up some of Braylen's clothes, and she's basically saying, hey, look, here's some of Braylen's clothes. I'm hoping that somebody's dog could track his scent. So this is a picture of her holding up his clothes. Now, these are pictures of Dajnae during the search, okay? She's in the woods. She's coming out of the woods. Look at her clothes. She's supposedly searching. But then a video came out of this young man right here. And I want y'all to listen to what he had to say.
They was never in the pool. I've been out here since day 2. When I was out here 2-3 days, I caught her in there. I caught her in the woods by herself. You haven't been moving your baby since we've been looking for that baby, you feel me? That baby wasn't just in you, you feel me? We've been looking. I didn't caught her in there. I didn't caught her in the woods by herself with her brother, bro. Like I said since day 1. Bro, ain't no baby gonna fall out a window and get up and walk to the fucking park. Let's be real, man. You already know what happened to that baby. Because we looked in the pool. We looked in the pool. They had divers in the pool, but she put that baby in that pool. That ain't just no regular shit that you do.
And you saw her in the woods?
I saw her in the woods by myself. I was in the woods. Flight chick lady was at the top yesterday. She hopped on the situation. We knew the baby was close to the baby because she got too defensive in the area.
Yeah. Did y'all hear what he just said? This young man had been out there since day 2. And I salute him for that. For helping look for Braylen. But he told us that the day before they found Braylen, he spotted Dajnae in the woods with her brother. Where the hell her brother at? Have we heard from him? I ain't seen no shit from him. He need to pop out, as far as I'm concerned. But he spotted them in the woods. And he said that whatever went on when he spotted them, he was a little uncomfortable with the shit. And he described it as her being defensive. And it's like, why would she be defensive? These people out looking for your child. Why would you be defensive? And that was Tuesday. That had to be Tuesday, September the 8th. Because on Wednesday, September the 9th, we got this footage.
Jesus, that's the baby, y'all.
Three-year-old Braylen Noble was found in an area that had been searched multiple times. And after they found him, Dajnae Cox was headed back to the police station. Now, before I let y'all go, I want to discuss something real quick. Because at the very start of this case, I researched what it was like to raise an autistic child. Because Braylen was autistic and nonverbal. And here we have Dajnae Cox, who's a young mother, trying to raise a child with special needs. We don't know what she went through. And from what I could gather from the comments, from the emails that I got from my subscribers who they themselves are raising autistic children, it could be very challenging at times. And they need a lot of help and a lot of support. So, where was Dajnae's support system? Did she have one? All these people out, family members out looking for him, worried about what was going on with him now. Were y'all worried about him then when he was alive? Was anybody helping her? Because again, like I said, it could be very challenging. And we had the grandma didn't know how to spell his first name, didn't know the last name. We had, I think, a cousin or an aunt or somebody who was mispronouncing his first name. They just didn't seem that close to me. So I want y'all to keep that in mind. And if she did snap, something happened, she lost it, I wish she would just tell the truth. And her family feels the same way.
What do you hope comes out of this investigation?
What I hope is the truth to come out, because the truth need to come out. That's about it.
So make the news, nigga, and watch what happens. If you make it over here on this channel, nigga, we on your ass. Okay.